Welcome, Cook Anything fans. I'm JP, and today I have a special guest, my daughter Kit, and she's here with me today because, well, one, it's her birthday, and because it's her birthday, we're going to make one of her favorite Lebanese dishes, which is tabouleh. And you might be familiar with tabouleh because it's almost everywhere now. When I was growing up, nobody knew what it was, but today you can walk into a supermarket and just buy it in many of the supermarkets, at least around here. And so, why are we making tabouleh this morning? Tell us why.
Because I like supermarket tabouleh better than homemade tabouleh, and my dad was angry.
Okay, so she likes supermarket tabouleh, and last time I made tabouleh, which was a while ago, she didn't love it. So we have a theory that the supermarket tabouleh does not have some of the regular Lebanese spices in it, which are cinnamon and allspice. So today we're going to make it without cinnamon and allspice. There will be a recipe link down below, but there are going to be some variations, so watch the video, pay attention to the variations, use the recipe if you need to, and well, let's get started. Okay, the first thing you need to do is soak some of what we call pitakol, which is bulgur wheat, and it comes in a bag like this. It looks actually a lot like wheat germ, but it's kind of it's a cracked wheat, and so I've soaked this previously in water and some just a little bit of lemon juice to give it a little bit more flavor than just water. So what I'm going to do first, with my clean hands, I'm going to take the pitakol, and I'm going to take it in hands full and just kind of drain it and plop it in from this big bowl. Okay. So there's the pitakol all soaked. So that's good. So now we need to start working on the main part of our salad, which is the greens. And this is parsley. It's actually a mix of curly and flat parsley. I didn't realize when I bought it, but it doesn't matter. The first thing we need to do is make sure it's clean, because often parsley is pretty dirty and you don't want dirt in your tabouleh. It's not a good ingredient. So go ahead and rinse that off in the sink as much as you can. Okay. Now while she's doing that, I'm going to assemble a couple of these other ingredients. You notice that we have several ingredients here. There's going to be lemon juice, there's an onion, there's a bunch of green onions or scallions, there's some mint. I've got actually some dried mint here. I've got some dried mint, and I've got some fresh mint, which helps to bulk it up a little bit. And then, of course, the second most important ingredient probably is the tomatoes. There are a lot of variations on this, and you can put in here mostly what you like once you get the basics down. But I'm going to actually start chopping the green onions here. Okay, so now that you've washed that, it looks pretty good. Looks like you did a good job. Go ahead and put the top on and commence to spinning. So for the mint, I'm going to take the fresh mint, and it's also going to get chopped with the parsley. It's probably enough. Check it out. See how it looks. Yeah, it's dry enough. Okay. You did a thorough job with that. That's great. So you want to remove the stems from the mint and just take the leaves, and I'm just going to throw them in the bowl with this. And then we get to go through the odyssey that is removing the stems from the parsley, which is a little bit more. There are a lot of stems in there. All right, thanks. Okay, so that's our mint and scallions. Let's do this together. I'll put the bowl here, and And together, I'll move this over. Together, let's take this, just kind of hold it up there. And here's what I want to do is just break the better part of the stem off, leaving mostly leaves on this end. And then toss the stems over here. Okay, next I'm gonna roughly chop an onion because it's gonna go into the food processor. We are washing our hands throughout this process because you touch a lot of salad and the salad isn't cooked, so you wanna make sure everything's clean. Okay. Toss the onion in there. And you can see that our food processor is kind of small, so we're gonna need to do this in batches. Pulse that until the onion is
diced.
Well, it's going to be in small pieces.
Minced.
Minced. That's it. Okay. So now I'm not going to take the onions out. I'm going to start putting some of the parsley in. So you can see there's not a lot of room for parsley. So I'm just what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in stages, and I'm going to move it off to our bowl that has the bitter in it. Can you continue doing that while I cut up the tomatoes? So we've washed these tomatoes, and they are plum tomatoes. We're going to start out looking at using 4 tomatoes.
Jumpy noises now.
All right, when your food processor starts to get a little bit full, it's time to empty it into the bowl and keep going. This is going to be a lot of tabouleh, huh? They're going to be really happy if you end up liking this.
I think I will.
Yeah, I think you will too. Get away from you. Don't let it get away.
Run away, Skillian.
Don't let it get away. I wish you could smell this right now. It smells like a garden. It's just amazing. This is the freshest smelling food. Well, it's the freshest smelling salad I think you can make. Okay. Another spoon. Okay, at this point, I'm going to toss just to get an idea of what the distribution of ingredients is, and it looks like a good distribution to me, although probably we would work a little bit more tomato. Tomatoes are a little big, to be honest.
It's so good smelling. I got the rest of it.
Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to put one of the tomatoes in the food processor, even though I said we weren't using it, because I think it will help. I think it's good to have those whole tomatoes or those big pieces of tomatoes in there, but I think it will make the mixture more moist to have some of the tomatoes actually processed a little bit. Having some of them liquidy like that is good. Yeah. So you're figuring.
I might just have to take back what I said about store-bought being better.
Well, we're gonna adjust it. This is why we cook for ourselves. This is why I wanted you to see this and want you to learn, because part of being able to cook anything is cooking the way you like it. So you're not at someone else's mercy for cooking. So this is the amount of tabouleh you might make for a big family meal or even a party. Or
your ravenous daughter who likes tabouleh.
Well, yeah, if you have someone in your family that's going to eat this and just this for lunch, then you do want this much. Okay, at this point I can tell it's a little bit dry. You can see that it looks good. But it hasn't had any of the final ingredients added, which are liquid ingredients, which is lemon juice, and of course we have some lemons here, and olive oil. We're actually going to first squeeze 1 fresh lemon, just for the fresh lemon taste. These lemons aren't the best. This could be all right, I guess. Use a lemon squeezer, and I'm going to squeeze it into the cup so that I get an accurate measure of how much lemon juice we got. That's 1/2 of a lemon, another 1/2 of a lemon. That one got me.
You don't want that going in your eyes.
No, I've got safety goggles on. Not OSHA approved. I'm also going to add the dried mint before I do this. Now, the recipe called for either a cup of fresh mint or a 1/4 cup of dried mint. We didn't have even nearly a cup of fresh mint, so I'm going to put, I like mint a lot, so I'm going to put, I don't know, that's about a 1/4 cup actually of dried mint there, and it's going to absorb some of this liquid, so I want it right on top there so it has a chance to absorb.
There was a candle at the store that smelled like lemon cookies. It was like the best thing ever. I love the smell of fresh lemon.
Okay, now we're doing 2/3 a cup total of lemon juice. That's good. Now, you don't want this to be dry, so part of what you're doing here is you're going to be judging how moist this is, and that's just going to be a matter of your senses, and you need to adjust with more lemon juice, or if you, depending on the flavor, you could put water, I guess. We're going to mix in some salt and pepper. So it's 3 teaspoons of salt, or to taste. We'll use some fresh ground pepper from our
I may have used the last of that. Oh,
converted coffee mill. We don't need a lot of pepper from Tabouleh. All right, now toss. You really want this to be thoroughly mixed. I really think this needs more lemon juice. It just looks a little bit dry. So what we're gonna do is just before we taste this, we'll taste it, then I'll put some aside and we'll put a little bit of cinnamon on it. And then you tell me what you think. Tell me which you prefer. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna do the cinnamon test. We're gonna do the cinnamon and allspice test. We're gonna make a little bit more than a mouthful there. Now I'm gonna put cinnamon and allspice in here, and we're gonna see if Kit likes it. All right, give us your verdict. Can you taste the cinnamon?
No, I can't taste the cinnamon.
Or the allspice or anything?
It is very lemony though.
Okay. Well, that's one of the things that the olive oil helps to kind of even out. I'm gonna put the cinnamon in there, but I'm not gonna put a lot. And let's do the final tossing with the olive oil. All right, here, let's do the final taste test. Oops. Okay, and this is what the final product looks like. What do you think?
Delicious.
It's top notch. This is not how we eat Tabouleh. This is how we eat it. With some serene bread. There you go. No, that's really good. This is a great side dish for any of the other Lebanese main dishes that we've made. You can
I like with majada.
make it, put it in the fridge in a container. Obviously, it's a little bit of work, so making it beforehand isn't a bad idea. What do you think? Success? You can do this next time on your own?
Yeah.
All right, then that's what we were going for. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this one, please subscribe. Click the little bell notification icon to get notified whenever we post a video. And remember what Bob and I and Kit always say, you can cook anything. But you didn't say it.
What, I'm supposed to?
Yeah.
Okay. You can cook anything.